Hello and welcome to Locator Gaming. I'm Zach, and I'm going to be continuing on with my Stars of Akarios campaign. So I'm about a week and a half off of having surgery, and I feel well enough now to, I think, be able to sit up and play, so we'll see how this goes. See if I can make it through. If not, I might have to stop and pick up again later, but we'll just try to make it through. So I'm on scenario 2 because I chose to regroup at the Sparrow. So I'm just going to pick up right where we start here in scenario 2 with the story. Your instincts scream at you to take the fight to the invading force at Medelia, but the orders are clear, and so you reluctantly dock in the Sparrow. You've barely had a chance to climb from your cockpit and refuel before you hear Sol's voice crackling over the comm. Don't go far, pilots. The situation is changing quickly. Stay right where you are for now. Once again, your training tells you to defer to the commands being given, but that doesn't make it any less excruciating to wait here, doing nothing. Through the docking bay's force shield, you and your fellow cadets watch flashes of light and explosions surrounding Medelia. A gut-wrenching minute later, Sol is back on the comms. Look alive, cadets. We've got more Ronin hostiles in the sector. The Sparrow is leading the retreat, and you're going to clear a path for us. As you jump back into the cockpit, your display lights up with incoming hostiles. You quickly take off, and the Sparrow gets smaller behind you as you speed away. You're on your own now, and everyone is counting on you. So our objective is to eliminate all Ronin ships to create an open path for retreat to or retreat from Medelia. And the other side is success and failure stuff. So I think I have it all set up, except I need to assign the random numbers. We've got 3 Ronin scouts out here. I got like a rogue hair on my face or something bothering me. All right, so I'll shake these around and I'll pick one out for you. That's 3. And for you, 4. All right. So you get to be number 2. Yeah, where were you? Right there? Yes. Number 4. And number 3. So we've got 4 Ronin scouts. We've got an elite right here, and then we've got a Ronin frigate down here. As a reward, last time I was allowed to get a tech for each ship. So here on the Invictus, that's this ship here, and with that Violet Ray is piloting, I got target lock. Comes with 2 supply, and it just takes a supply to use. So we can get target lock. We can place target lock on somebody. That gives us advantage. I really wish there was like a player aid or the part of the rule book that had all of the combat effects in it was like on the back. Yeah. Ship attacks, you have advantage regardless of where you are, and it goes away the next action phase. I kind of wanted to see when it would go away. Radar jam is on the Charis or Charis, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. That's this one here. That's being piloted by Enver. That gives the enemy disadvantage when they attack. And then I took beam repair on the Merkava. That's kind of my support ship here, being piloted by Starla. Comes with 2 supply, and within a range of 3, it is at the cost of a die though, instead of just supply. I can repair 2 hull on 2 different targets within a range of 3, and if I use a stress die, it gets an extra repair, so it becomes 3 instead of just 2. That's up there a ways to reach. 6 and 2, 4 and 4, 4 and 4. So all the hull and the stress is set correctly. Those guys are all set correctly. I think we're ready to go. So my plan is, I think I'm going to try to gang up on this Ronin scout over here, and then maybe try to fly around this way, staying away from the frigate until the end. We'll gang up on the frigate at the end. So we'll go around the board, maybe kind of this way, making the frigate kind of chase us. I don't know. See if that works. See if we can actually deploy some tactics here. Okay, so we do not need to increase shields, but we do need to roll everybody's dice. Okay, we got a ton of movement and a wild die on the Invictus here. Very similar, tons of movement and one shot on the Charis. And our Merkava, 2 movement and 2 wild. So the first thing I wanted to do was with the Merkava self-sacrifice, so we will go down a hull and let's just spend a movement, and we're going to put a boost card into the Charis and the Invictus's deck. I'm just going to plop these in the middle for now, and I will shuffle these the first time someone's going to shoot. So, oh, I got to use the supply for that also. All right. We do not need to beam repair. I don't think we need the EMP blast. In fact, I might save those to make it so that the frigate can't shoot us if he gets close, because he has an attack of 3. So this elite scout also has an attack of 3. He is immune to hull breach, and the frigate is immune to target lock. That's good to know. All right, so I had set these guys up quite a while ago, and I had a plan, which is always dangerous to do. Let's see, the Charis has burn and flip, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if I flip, maybe I only need to go 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the turn, I could get a decent shot in, but not a 3 damage shot or even a 2 damage shot, which is kind of a bummer. That's fine. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3 with that, and then we will do this to go 1, 2. And then I can rotate 1 like this, and I am advantaged. Advantaged, is that the right word? We're only getting a 1 damage shot in here. Like I said, now I'm going to shuffle this stuff. Okay, so we're at 1 damage with advantage, so we draw 2. Got a -1 and a 0 on the elite, so down to 7. All right, so not the best. Start. 3 movement and a wild. Well, with Proton Blast, let's see. If I did flank, maybe I don't even need to use flank. If I go 1, 2, 3 and rotate, ooh, then if I did flank, flank is 1, 2, 3, here, no, it would not be in a good spot. 1, 2, 3, turn, facing this way. Yeah. Oh, if I'm going to use Proton Blast, I need 2 dice, don't I? So 1, 2, 3, and then we're just going to rotate like this. I want to try to pull out all of the stops here. So I'm going to use target lock. It's within range 3 on, I guess I could have, well, he was already advantaged shooting from behind. So target lock. And this one can be the shooting dice, and then this one over here can be anything. So we're going to do that. Use that supply. We're going to do proximity exploit because we are advantaged from target lock. So we have a +1, and this one starts at 2. And I got to shuffle this. Now would be a good time to draw the ×2. One, 2, -2 and +1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So from 7 down to 3. Now, does the target lock go away after an attack, or does it just go away at the end of the next turn? Target lock. Where's that page? No, just end of the next action phase. That's cool. Plus, this does radar jam. So the Ronin Elite Scout will get disadvantage. All right. What does the Merkava have left? 3 dice. Facing kind of a dumb direction. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and I could do a basic attack. Yeah. So we will move 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do this thing to go boom, boom. From the front center, we should have line of sight into there. Right from the front center into that, into there, should be line of sight. It's target locked, so we get advantage. We don't need to do beam repair. We're not going to do EMP blast. We're just going to do basic attack, which is unfortunately only 1 damage. The reaching is not great all the way up there. All right, so we draw 2 with advantage. That's 1. All right, so just 1. Okay, he's got 2 hit points left. All right, so that's all of our dice. I think that's the end of our turn. Enemy actions. So let's draw the scout. The scouts go first because they have a 2 on their cards. We get to draw for both, see what both are going to do. There's the scout card. Oh man, that's a lot of movement. And the frigate card. All right, so the scout card is going to rotate and shoot, and he's going to be just within range. Wow, 2 targets? Oh man, is he really going to hit both of us? Well, it's a good thing I radar jammed him. Okay, so this elite guy here is going to rotate. So the target. So this is interesting. The target would be who has the most hull. Yeah, so he can rotate 1, 2, and the target, the Merkava has the most hull, would be within the area. And it's 2 targets, but at a disadvantage because he's radar jammed. So we will draw against his target first. So the Merkava, 1, 2. Ooh, both +1s. How much damage is it? So this is 0. His base is 3 +1. Wow, that's 4. 1, 2 shields, 1, 2 hull. Looks like we're beam repairing ourselves. And then the Cheris, because it's 2 targets, so we draw 2 with a disadvantage, and it's 3. So that's 3 shields down off of the Cheris. Yes. He did shoot, so now he's going to move. 1, 2, 3, and then they stop at the board edge. I don't remember. End of scenario, enemy actions. I don't know where that would be. Comes from the move action the same way players do. Okay, so maybe it's under move under players. I'm only going to look for this for a second. Otherwise, I'm just going to say stop at the board edge. Attack action. Ships cannot move off the game board. If a player begins move action but cannot complete it, they increase their stress. They don't have stress to take, so we will just stop right there. Okay, let's go to the other folks. Target obviously would be here for number 2. Cannot hit anybody, so then 1, 2, 3. But then no range for shooting. Then number 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So most hull is actually now the Cheris here. Direction is fine. So moving 1, 2, 3. Flew through a nebula with no shields means this one is stunned, cannot shoot till the end of its next turn. 4, closest is here. 1, 2, 3. Out of range of the attack. Still the same target, no need to rotate or anything. Frigate, closest is here. Move would be here for just 1. Need to rotate again? No. I guess I didn't put it over for you to see. Rotate, move, rotate, shoot. Range of 3, but no one's within 3. So I believe the frigate's turn is done. All right, so these go away off of the elite. Do we need to keep track of the round? I doubt it. I'm not even going to worry about it. Okay, to us, we increase our shields by 1. Didn't get hit. Get our dice. Okay. Ooh, 2 stress. Burn and flip, we could use stress. Though I think I'll keep it. I'd really like a stress up there to get extra repair on the beam repair. But I did not. So wild. I was watching the live stream with Brendan, and I mean, he said that the book says a wild die can be used for any die. So that means you could use it in place of a stress die. Wild action dice can be used as attack action dice or move action dice. That must not be what he was talking about. It must have been the wild action slot. Because this says wild action dice can be used as attack action dice or move action dice. It doesn't say it can be used as a stress die. Yeah, okay, so there goes that plan with the beam repair. So, let's think about this here. 2 health left on the elite. Needs to go. The first thing I want to do, actually, though, which might be dumb, yeah, it might be dumb to do this because beam repair heals 2 people. I was going to do self-sacrifice, but that would take the Merkava down to only 2 hit points. And it seems kind of like a waste to use beam repair right now when only 1 person needs to be repaired. So, well, this guy can't shoot, so I'm not too worried about this one shooting right now. So perhaps we should concentrate our fire on somebody else. But we're going to use the Merkava to rotate. One, I guess. And then we're going to use 2 of these dice on our basic attack so that it becomes 2 damage on the elite here. I wonder, though. Oh, I'm advantaged already because I'm behind. And yes, he would not have rotated again because he had already shot before he moved. Just looking back at the card. I'm already advantaged. It's 2 damage, so we draw 2 cards from the basic attack. Oh, man. So it's only 1 damage. And we got to shuffle because we got the miss. He's got 1 hit point left. That kind of sucks. I guess I always could have just done basic repair instead of beam repair on myself. Oh man, he's got 1 hit point left. And I don't have enough dice to do EMP Blast. Yeah, that's a major bummer because now somebody else is going to have to spend time taking care of it. We're going to get shot quite a bit if we just go out here. The Invictus here has burn and flip. which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can get a stress rotate and shoot. Did I say burn and flip? I meant flank. Which is, I think, what we're going to do. So we're going to use a stress die there. This pattern is 1, 2, 3 out. 1 over here. And then 1 into here. And then we're going to have to rotate to face this way. And we'll get a basic shot off. Wow, this feels bad. 1, 2, because we're behind with advantage. Missing +1. Okay, we have to shuffle then. So it was more than enough to get the elite out of there. Probably should have took, I think there was the opportunity to take like a cloak or something. I have to take the supply down. That's easy for me to forget for some reason. Okay, Cheris, what are you gonna do? I mean, this looks really bad just with his rear hanging out here. This one can't shoot. I don't think I could take it out in 1 turn anyway. If I go boom, boom, and shoot, maybe I'm at least could be the target, and they would have disadvantage. Let's do that. Let's use this to go like that and like that. And then I think I will use I might as well use long shot because it's 3 damage. I gotta take a stress. Burn and flip could be interesting here. Wait a minute. When I went 1, 2 with that, I should have been facing this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would have to have used a stress die. Oh wait, no. I was facing, yeah, I was facing this way and I went boom, boom. Okay, I'm good. Long shot has a base of 3 damage. I'm gonna use one of these stim packs to get advantage on the attack. 1, 2, -1. Modifier decks are not being kind. So that's 2. It has armor piercing, but the guy doesn't have any shields. Or not armor piercing, but pierce. It goes through shields. Markava has 5 hit points. The Cheris has 6. He has 8. I don't think there's anything else I want to use. You know what? 1, 2, 3. Let's just do it. Let's just put some more damage down at the cost of another stress. Without advantage this time. It's one hit, 1 damage base. Oh, +2 is 3, so he's down to 1. I think that was worth a stress. Merkava. Yeah. One, two. There's no reason not to. We need to move, so I'm gonna go 1, 2 to there. All of our dice are spent. Let's draw the cards, the Ronin Scout card and the Frigate card. Oh, this is a weird movement. It's kind of like a little shuffle over to the side. Okay. So, number 2. You don't need to rotate. Everybody's over here. And you want to go, okay, shooting, 1, 2, 3, out of range. Your movement gets interrupted. So I think you stop and then turn this way. He didn't shoot. Then he can rotate again. 1, 2, 3, still out of range. Okay, number 3. He can't shoot, so that's a no. He doesn't need to rotate. So his movement would take him like this, and then to here, and then turn to face this way. And he can't shoot, so let's just take his stun off now. And then number 4 would rotate towards the target. 2, 3, too far to shoot, so did not shoot. So now move here, here, turn, then rotate towards targets. 1, 2, 3, 2, and 2, no targets. That was interesting. Okay, the Frigate. Would move 2. He's not going to rotate this way, so I think he still rotated the correct way. So just move 2. That's nice, yes. Fly right towards the asteroid, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, no one's in range. Yeah, no one's in range, so that's the end of that. No red cubes to take off. We go back to the top of the turn. Get a shield back. Get a shield back and roll dice. Whoa, that worked out. All right. 2 wilds, a move, and a shooty. Oh no, 3 moves. Do I want to re-roll that? That would take me to 3 stress. Now we'll just have the Cheris finish off the number 3, I guess, with only 1 attack die. Okay, 2 move, a wild, and a shoot. Yeah, let's just do that first. Well, this hasn't needed to be reshuffled yet. Nope. The Merkava. I think I want to, yeah, let's just do this. Rotate to Charis, boom. Let's go for, wow, a basic attack. This could miss because they don't have advantage. Oh, well, let's gamble. We're trying it. It's base of 1. Oh, ×2. There's the reshuffle. So 2 points. Number 3 is gone. Only needed 1. I doubt I'm going to need to reshuffle. Now I want to try to coax these guys through the nebula. 1, 2, 3. The question still remains, and so let's read stun, because if 4 comes after somebody over here, it's with no shields, it's going to get stunned. So stun says the target cannot attack or use weapon upgrades on their next action phase, but may still move, rotate, and use abilities. Yeah, I don't think this has been answered yet because it says next action phase. And if you, what happens, the question is what happens if you get stunned on your action phase? Does it just take away that next attack? Or does it go through until like really the end of the next action phase? I think in fairness, I might try to play it where a stunned enemy loses out on its next attack. Whether that be later on in that same turn it got stunned, or the next complete turn, just whatever its next attack is, it misses. I think that's the only fair way to play it until there's a ruling on what happens when you get stunned on your own turn, or when an enemy gets stunned on its own turn. I know that needs to be shuffled. I'm just going to shuffle it the next time that becomes a thing. 1, 2, 3. Maybe it doesn't even matter, because I could go over there and EMP blast. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yep, we're going to EMP blast. So let's do this and a 3 move. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. These 2 will go to EMP blast. Hits 2 targets within range 3 for 1 base damage, and it stuns them. So let's use this. I should have done self-sacrifice at the beginning of the turn, but I forgot. It's okay. Okay, we'll go in number order. So number 2 is only taking 1, and number 4 is taking 2. So number 4 took 2, and number 2 took 1, and they're both stunned. So while the Nebula plan was, I think, a good thing to think about, I don't think I'm actually going to need to use it. All right, so Invictus. Oopsie. You obviously need to rotate 1, 2, and then we'll go 1, 2. Is anybody set up to be attacked? Where I am. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I could use Proton Blast. Sure. So Proton Blast takes 2 dice. Oh, will it hit both of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes, I'm set up to hit both of them. Planned it. Planned it. All right, so it's 2 damage on 2 targets. I use the supply. He's immune to target locks, so I might as well get my target locks out of the way. Who's got more health? Number 2 has more health. I'm going to target lock number 2. And that gives me advantage on number 2, so we will use proximity exploit for an extra damage. So we're going to draw this guy first. So 1, 2, both -1s. All right, so our base was 2, 3, so 2 damage. 1, 2. And then number 4 is not advantaged or anything, so we just draw 1 card. +1. So that's 2, 3. 4 is down to 1 health. All right, so that's all of our dice. Those guys are both stunned, so I'm not too worried about them. We just have to see where they move. So that's them and the frigate. Okay, so the scouts. Ooh, they would have shot in front and behind them. They're just going to want to do a little turn, move forward and turn. So, starting with number 2. Your target is Merkava, that's the closest, so you want to rotate towards it. Then you want to shoot, but you can't because you're stunned. Then you want to move 1, 2, 2, and then to here, facing that way. You did not shoot, so you want to rotate again. That's still your target. And we'll have you rotate like that. That's fine. Well, because it would be the same, actually, we're going to have you rotate like that. And you still can't shoot. Your turn is over. Target lock and stun are done. Okay, number 4. Merkava is your target. 1, 2. Cannot shoot because you're stunned. Did you shoot? No. So you want to move. 1, 2. Checking out the planet. But now you're going to rotate. 1, 2. Still can't shoot. Stun is done. Now I'm sad that I went all the way up there. Okay, frigate. You want to rotate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. They're the same. Remarkably, the Invictus has the most health right now. So target here. You're going to move 1 into the asteroid for a damage. Then you don't need to rotate, and you would do some kind of radar blast thing at a range of 3, but no one is close to you. All right, our turn. Shields, set max, dice. Lots of shooting and 1 movement. Who was that? That's the Invictus. Yep. When do we start to worry about the frigate? 3 movement and a shooty. I need 2 shots for EMP blast. Mr. Merkava. So I do think I really want to keep this frigate in check. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take a stress and re-roll these movements. Try to get some more shots. This one's kind of cocked. Although stress would have been good for my beam repair. Okay, so Terrace, you're kind of way out there, bud. I'm not super worried about taking a shield damage flying through the nebula. If I rotate, 2, 3, 4. I might try to save my 2 long shots actually, though, to go through the shields of this guy. He is immune. He's not immune to radar jam for disadvantage. Well, I know what I should do. The Invictus is going to use Proton Blast because they're both still in the pattern. It's 2 damage against 2 enemies. It's advantage against number 2, so we'll just start there. +1. So what did I say it was? It's 2 + 1 is 3 on number 2. And he only has 3 hull left. So 2 is gone. Number 4, it's not advantaged. We're at a base of 2 + 1. So number 4 is gone. Okay. Now, try to, I think we need to like protect ourselves maybe one more turn. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let the Cheris come over. So you need to rotate 1, 2, and move 3, so that's a stress of 3. 1, 2, 3. We flew through the nebula, so we take a shield damage. And we get a stress miss that has to go in when we shuffle. And I think we're done there. Now here, I think we're just going to rotate. And we're going to use 3 dice to do a repair. So 1, 2 shields, get rid of stress, and we can resupply. So let's resupply self-sacrifice and EMP blast. Here, let's rotate towards frigate. I think we're actually done. More movement would have been good here. Okay, enemy frigate. Okay, it's got a weird little jumpy thingy there. It's got Pierce on a shot that can go 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Merkaba has the most hull again, so that's the target. We're not going to rotate. But he will go boom, boom, like this. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now this is the new target and rotate again, but out of range. So no shooting. Shield back and dice. Oops. All right, lots of shots here. So the problem with this frigate is it's got 6 hull and 6 shield and 7 hull. So I really want to try and use long shot to get through that hull, or through the shields, I mean. Lots of movement on the Merkaba. So Charis has burn and flip, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then facing that way. It's not the easiest thing in the world to line up. Unless, like, barrel roll would be a good thing to have with that. It's because it's, burn and flip is, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're facing this way. And then rotate. Yeah, I'm just going to have to work on the shields too, because long shot's not going to be the easiest thing to line up. Oh, shoot. I need to re-roll some of this. I have to take a stress. Same thing as last turn. I want at least 2. That one's cocked. I want at least 2 shots to use EMP blast. But I took the stress, so that's fine. So... oh, well, that's also... I'm not going to be in range to do that. That was a bad... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoot! It's range 3, and I only got 1 movement. Oh, and I could rotate with this. Yeah, we'll rotate like this. And then we will do 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to EMP blast. It's 1 damage. -1 is 0 damage, but it's stunned. Oh, we got to use the supply. And once again, I should have self-sacrificed. One, 2, 3. Rotate, shoot. If we do this, we go, Then this is 1, 2, 3. We don't have a die to self-sacrifice anymore. Now I can rotate, and it's a base damage of 2 long shot, which isn't great because it's going to take up a, what's it called? A supply. And it's a base damage of 2 attack with only 1 die instead of 3. But maybe we'll get lucky here, because this shot is with Pierce. Should I use the stim pack? No, let's hold off on using the stim pack until we get a base 3 attack, right? So we draw 1 card, +1. So that's still 3 damage going through the shields. 1, 2, 3. He's got 4 hull. Now, what? Probably just base attacking. Flank is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, boom, boom. Facing the wrong way. I could rotate 1, 2. And there's basic attack to work on his shield a little bit. Let's just move up. 1, 2, 3. Just basic attack from there. So that's a base of 2, no advantage or anything. So 2 onto the shields. Maybe next time we can flank behind and have advantage. Then we can use our proximity exploit. I think we're done. So we will draw the Ronin Frigate card. He is stunned. Ooh, that's a lot of movement. For the frigate, 3 spaces. He doesn't get to shoot. Whoa, infinite targets? Wow. It's a good thing I stunned him. We would have set him up for some gold. All right, who has the most hull? They're tied, so... I guess he just stays facing forward. That's the most advantageous thing for him. 1, 2, 3. This is the new target because it has the most hull and is the closest. So he rotates towards that, towards the Merkava, but still doesn't shoot. Take the stun away. Our turn. No shields need to be regained. We could do a lot with that. That's a decent roll. 2 wild, a stress, and a movement. 2 wild, a shooty, and a movement. And Merkava. Yeah. We'll just have to use the stress die. This is fine. It's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Except... Yeah. Actually, I don't like how that turned out. That's okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flip 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's not great. So the first thing we're going to do is EMP blast again. We have to use a stress die. So it's a base damage of 1. And that's a miss. But he's stunned still. Ooh, does miss? I think miss takes away the combat effects. Miss modifier card 10 and 15. Advantage, a disadvantage, deal damage, combat effects. Miss modifier cards cancel the entire attack, including combat effects. That sucks. The Merkava is going to stay right there and take the brunt of the attack, I think. We're going to self-sacrifice. That's a hull and a supply. We shouldn't have... Oh yeah, that's right. I got another supply back from repairing. So... this and this into these two decks. Well, there goes the stun him until he's dead strategy. It was a decent strategy. Tis was a decent one. We're out of target locks. I can use my stim packs to get advantage. I can also radar jam him, which I should do. So let's radar jam him. The cost of a supply there. We're definitely within range. He's not stunned anymore. So I don't think I can set up my long shot is the problem. Unless I stop short. So here's an interesting question. On burn and flip, if I choose to stop early, I still want to flip. I think I should still be able to. I'm just taking a stress to flip early. I don't know if this is how this works, but 1, 2, 3, and we're stopping early, so we take a stress. But the whole point of that is being able to flip facing the other direction. I don't know if you have to do the full 4 in order to be able to flip. I don't know. That's clearly not covered in the rules either. We'll use these 2 on our last long shot. And we use a stim pack to get advantage. So we got a base 3 with advantage with Pierce. +1. So that's 4. And that's all the hull that he had. All right, I think that's okay to do. And I mean, we're clearly not in any danger of dying or anything. So let me know if you think differently in the comments on this stopping early, like on this burn and flip. I mean, otherwise, yeah, I mean, we've got tons of hull and shield left. I think we're still going to win. It's just a question of that particular rule. Okay, let's read the success. The last Ronin ship explodes into fragments and you can finally catch your breath. This skirmish is a bit far from Delia for an invasion force. Unfortunately, a quick check of your scanners reveals that the assault has been catastrophically successful so far. UIA ships have begun to desperately flee from Adelia. Craft from all over the galaxy make for jump points, heading to the safety of their home systems. Hopefully, the more you save today, the more will fight back another day. You take up a holding position near the Sparrow. The sheer volume of enemies around Medalia makes that pit in your stomach grow even heavier. But there's something that gives you hope. It seems that the enemy ships are pulling back. Reward, we get a pilot skill, 10 credits, and a ship upgrade. Each pilot may purchase one weapon upgrade from cards 01 through 09 for 5 credits less. Go to scenario 4. Okay, so just like last time, I'm going to do all this upgrading off camera so I can think about it for a while. And then I'll show you at the start of the next one what I end up buying. So this was kind of a little bit of an experiment for me on to seeing if I could come up with look at where the enemies were laid out, come up with like a plan to execute it. And I think going away from the frigate was the best thing to do. Kind of screening behind these asteroids, and then my thought was to just run around the board, but it didn't need to take that long. They only got a couple of shots off. They were good ones, though, when they did. We missed once, pulled a ×2 once. Our self-sacrifice ×2s didn't come out this time. But, yeah, still really enjoying it, even though it's only the second mission. And I've barely scratched the surface of the game. So, okay, there you have it. That's Scenario 2 for Stars of Akarios. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy everything I put up on the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.